This is the first lesson video for Boots by Yvonne Adair. Boots is an RCM level Prep A repertoire piece. In today's lesson, we will be learning the first line. This is what Boots looks like. You should have a copy of the music in front of you. And today, one of the things that I want to do is look at some of the overview information for this song. So first of all, over here, we can see the time signature. The time signature for this song is 4/4 time. And that means that there are going to be 4 beats in every measure. Second of all, we see a tempo marking up here that says presto. That word presto means fast. So this song will be fast when we're playing it. The next thing I want to do is look at how there's 2 treble clef signs over here on the side. Usually you're used to seeing a bass clef down here and a treble clef up here, but today we're in 2 treble clefs for this piece, which means that both of your hands are going to be above middle C. Now, one more thing I want to look at here is that there are different kinds of notes than we usually play. So we have these notes that have a bar combining them. They look kind of like tas. These are tas, but they have this bar under them. And those notes say TT. They are 8th notes, and they get 1/2 of a regular beat. So we have TTs and tas. We have dotted half notes, ta, ah, ahs. There's also some markings on here. So you'll notice that there's this legato slur, which means that all the notes under here are going to be connected. And then there's these staccato marks, which means that these are going to be very disconnected. We have some other things in here that you probably haven't seen before. We have accent marks and tenuto lines, and we will talk about those as they happen. Let's take a look at the first line. So we are going to be learning this line up to this note in step 1. I would like to start by looking at the rhythm. So listen to this. T, 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 ta, 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 ta. Can you say it with me? T, 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 ta, 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 ta. Great. Let's try tapping that out. So we're going to use your right hand for the right hand notes and your left hand for the left hand notes. T, 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 ta, 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 ta. One more time. Ready, go. T, 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 ta, 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 ta. Great. Now we're going to play this first phrase on the piano. These, if you look at them, they all look like they're stepping down. And this is actually a C5 finger scale going down. It's written higher than you're used to seeing it. It's played 1 octave above middle C, and I'll show you that in a moment. These are repeating notes, so we can draw a circle around them. These are also repeating notes, so we can draw a circle around them. And this is middle C, because remember, that's also a treble clef there. This is middle C right here. And that's where your left hand pinky is going to go. And your right hand is going to go 1 octave above. I'm going to play it for you one time so you can see this first phrase slowly. T, 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 ta, 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 ta. Your pinky will be on G, and we're going to start with that note, and we're just going to run down every note to C like this. T, 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 ta. Can you do that? Ready, go. T, 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 ta. Now this time, I'd like you to try to make sure that you're playing the notes connected, which means you hold one down until the next one goes down. So they're like walking down. Let's try that. Ready, set, go. T, 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 ta. Now remember, there were 2 repeating notes for that C, so we're actually going to go T, 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 ta, ta. And you'll notice that I'm jumping with those C's. That's because those are staccato notes. Try it with me. Ready, go. T, 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 ta, ta. Good. The next 2 notes are going to be your other thumb. They're also staccato. So ta, ta. And then you're going to land on your pinky, but this one's going to be long. Ta. Try just that left hand part. So first 2 thumbs and then a pinky. Here we go. Ta, ta, ta. Remember when I told you I would tell you about the accent marks and tenuto lines later? This here is an accent mark, that little pointy thing. And what it tells us is that that note should be played louder. So when you land on that pinky, I want you to land hard, like ta, ta, ta. Try it one more time with me. So bounce, bounce, land. Good. We're going to put those 2 parts together now like this. T, 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 bounce, 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 land. Are you ready to do that with me? 1, 2, start on G. T, 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 bounce, 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 land. Now, for the next phrase, it follows the same rhythm pattern. So T, 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 ta, 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 ta. So that one is a little bit longer, but until that, this is all the same. We're going to be playing your right hand and your left hand at the same time, but we're going to learn them separate first. Let's circle all the duplicate notes before we do that. So I see 2 double notes here. Those can be circled. I see 2 double notes here. Those can be circled too. You can circle the ones underneath them as well. Okay, let's start by looking at the right hand. The right hand starts just like the last phrase. T, 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 ta, ta. Can you do just that part with me? 1, 2, ready, go. T, 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 ta, ta. Good. After that, you're going to go up to your second finger and play 2 there. And then you're going to land on 3. And this third note here has an accent mark, just like when we were doing this. So we're going to land on 3, like really land on it loud. So the right hand part for this phrase looks like this. T, 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 bounce, bounce up to 2, bounce, bounce, and land. I'm going to have you try it with me. 1, 2, ready, go. T, 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 2 C's. Now up to D 2 times and land on 3. Let's do that 2 more times. 1, 2, ready, go. T, 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 ta, 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 land. Was your landing nice and loud? Let's try that one more time. T, 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 ta, 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 land. Good. We're going to look at just that left hand part right now. It looks like this. 1, 2, ready, go. G, G, C. Good. Let me show you how they go together. So starting with right, 2 C's, and now watch. Isn't that pretty? Look at what happens when the hands are together first. So the first notes that go together are your right hand 2 with your left hand thumb. Can you push both of those together right now? Just push them down just like I am. And then your right hand goes up and your left hand goes to pinky like this. Can you push those down? Good. So we're going to go back to that first together note. Push down your right hand second finger and your left hand thumb. And now we're going to move to the new note. Now we're going to do it with the notes that are written. So it looks like this. Bounce, bounce, hold. Let's do it a little bit slower than that. 1, 2, ready, go. Bounce, bounce, and now move. Did you get it that time? We're going to have 2 more chances. So if you didn't get it that time, keep trying. 1, 2, ready, go. Bounce, bounce, and now move. Good. 1, 2, ready, go. Bounce, bounce, move. Good. Okay, we're going to try to do it a little bit faster, like this speed. 1, 2, ready, go. Bounce, bounce, move. One more time. 1, 2, ready, go. Great. We're going to put it into the rest of the phrase now, and I'm going to pause a little bit in between. So we're going to come down like this, and then we're going to stop and think. Here, and then go. Let's try that together. So we're starting on G at the beginning of this phrase in measure 3. 1, 2, ready, go. G, F, E, D, 2 C's. Now stop for 1, 2, 3, go. Bounce, bounce, move. Good, just like that again. 1, 2, ready, go. 2 C's, stop. 1, 2, ready, go. This time we're going to do it the same playing speed, but we're only going to pause for 2 beats before we go on to the next part. Let's try it. 1, 2, ready, go. G, F, E, D, bounce, bounce, ready, go. Move. 2 more times just like that. 1, 2, ready, go. G, F, E, D, bounce, bounce, ready, go. And move. 1 more time just like that. 1, 2, ready, go. G, F, E, D, bounce, bounce, ready, go. And move. The next step is for us to play it without any pause in the middle. I'm going to go straight from this to this. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. G, F, E, D, bounce, bounce. Now together and move. Let's do that 2 more times. 1, 2, ready, go. G, F, E, D, bounce, bounce, here we go, and move. Last time, 1, 2, ready, go. Straight into it, and move. Great, we're going to now play both of those phrases together. So I'm starting at the very beginning. 1, 2, here we go. Bounce, bounce, left hand goes bounce, bounce, and a land. Rest, G, F, E, D, bounce, bounce together, and move. Let's do that one more time together in this video, and then of course you can always reverse and do it with me again, or pause and practice more. 1, 2, ready, begin. G, F, E, D, bounce, 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 land off. G, F, E, D, bounce, bounce together, and land. Great work today. Now that you've learned how to play this, let's talk about how to practice it. You are going to practice boots line 1 this week. That's what you've learned how to play, and I'd like you to practice it for 5 minutes a day. I've made a list of things to focus on in this practice. These are goals, so you should practice number 1 until you feel that you've hit it, and then move on to number 2. It is okay if you do not play all of these goals in one day. In fact, it should take you more than one day to reach all of these goals. Once you feel that you have mastered line 1 by playing the correct notes, rhythm, articulation, which is legatos and staccatos, and you have those accent marks in there too, I would like you to record yourself and listen or watch back. See what improvements you can make, and then work on fixing those things. Thank you for your focus and dedication to learn line 1 of boots. Great work today.